For 300,000 years, humans lost the same war. We start out strong and healthy, but our cells inevitably slow down, tissues fail, minds dim, and we die. It is the final unchangeable deadline that has shaped our religions, our societies, and our greatest ambitions. We call it aging and accepted the outcome. But what if that truth is about to be broken? What if the same artificial intelligence that some fear will end humanity is the very key that unlocks a future in which we don't have to die at all? You may have heard the scenarios of AI takeover. Now prepare for a different timeline, a deeply researched, evidence-based scenario for how AI could help us conquer our oldest enemy, aging itself. This isn't science fiction. This is a roadmap to immortality, grounded in the exponential progress we see today. A future where the human lifespan isn't measured in years, but in choices. Let's go. By 2030, the game begins to change. While the world debates the risk, early forms of artificial general intelligence, or AGI, are predicted to emerge. Futurists like Ray Kurzweil have pinpointed 2029 as the year an AI could achieve human-level cognitive ability. Even before this, advanced AI is already revolutionizing medicine. Today, in labs across the world, AI systems are sifting through billions of molecules, identifying new geroprotective compounds that can slow the aging process, a task that will take humans a lifetime. This isn't theoretical, it's already happening. AI is shortening the research cycle, analyzing health data, and optimizing treatments at a breathtaking pace. For example, drugs like senolytics, which clear senescent aging cells and molecules targeting aging pathways, example rapamycin or NAD, are currently in trials. By 2030, the first real-world results begin to appear. Drugs that clear out old malfunctioning zombie cells become clinically available. Therapies that boost cellular repair are no longer just for billionaires, they are entering the mainstream. This is the decade we first hear the term that will define the next century: longevity escape velocity.
By around 2032, people who are diligent with their health are going to reach what we call longevity escape velocity. This is when scientific breakthroughs will add more time to our remaining life expectancy than is going by. Right now, as you live through a year, you get back about 4 months of life from scientific progress. So you're only losing about 8 months of your life expectancy for each year that you live. So by around 2032, we'll be getting back a whole year of life as we live through a year. And after that, we'll get back more than a year back for each year that we live. So we'll be going backwards in time as far as our health is concerned.
Prominent researchers like gerontologist Aubrey de Grey believe there's a 50% chance that people who are 40 years today will never die from age-related causes. The first generation of ageless humans has just been born, and they don't even know it yet. If the 2030s were the spark, the 2040s are the inferno, the predictions become reality. AGI is here. And it is not just human level. It's capable of iterative self-improvement, getting smarter every second of every day. The progression from AGI to something far greater, a superintelligence, happens not in centuries, but in years. Kurzweil's singularity, once a distant concept, is now on the horizon, with 2045 pegged as the date AI could become uncontrollably more intelligent than all humanity combined. This supercharged intelligence is immediately focused on the ultimate biological puzzle. The AGI assimilates the entire body of human biological knowledge, generates new hypotheses, and designs experiments carried out by fully automated labs. The complex diseases of aging, like Alzheimer's, cancer, heart disease, are no longer fought one by one. They are systematically dismantled at their root cause. The results are staggering. aging is effectively halted. A person who is 50 years biologically can remain 50 years old for decades. Their cellular damage repaired as fast as it occurs. But halting isn't enough. The first true age reversal therapies emerge. Scientists, guided by AI, perfect epigenetic reprogramming, the ability to reset a cell's age, turning an old cell young again. Back in 2023, scientists had already rejuvenated cells and extended mouse lifespans via partial reprogramming. These life extension experiments have now become safe routine procedures for humans. Longevity escape velocity is no longer a privilege for the few, it is achieved for society at large. Humanity has taken its first real step towards immortality. By 2050, we are living in a world driven by a whirlwind of innovation, powered by a super intelligent AI that has surpassed human intellect in every way. Medicine is no longer reactive, it's predictive. AI prevents diseases before they can even begin. The conclusion becomes undeniable. Aging is a curable disease. A suite of synergistic therapies becomes routine. Gene therapies permanently silence harmful mutations. Worn-out organs are replaced with new organs grown perfectly in a lab. Cellular garbage that clutters our tissues is systematically removed. Super intelligent AI has mastered the biology of animals like the naked mole rats that can never develop cancer, and elephants that have the super ability to suppress cancer cells. With this knowledge, the AI has designed gene therapies that transfer the same ability to humans. Back in 2024, the US government invested $1.5 million towards epigenetic reprogramming technologies that in theory can slow or reverse aging. By mid-century, partial age reversal is now commonplace. A 70-year-old can undergo a series of treatments and emerge with the body of a 50-year-old. Their biological clock rewound by 2 decades. Vets from old age, the tyrant of human history, is becoming rare. The average human health span soars past 100. We are no longer slowing aging. We are actively and reliably reversing it. The end of aging is clearly in sight. Decades ago, this was science fiction. By 2060, it is simply life. Humanity now coexists with super intelligence. Some even merging their minds directly with AI to achieve new levels of thoughts. This has led to a complete mastery over our own biology. Swarms of intelligent nanobots, guided by AI, patrol our bodies, monitoring and repairing our cells in real time. The moment a process of aging begins, it is detected and reversed. Aging is no longer an inevitable fate. It is a technical problem that has been solved. Bearing accidents, people can now choose how long they wish to live. By 2070, the revolution is over. What was once a radical breakthrough is now the quiet, ubiquitous infrastructure of daily life. The anti-aging therapies that were cutting edge just a few decades ago are now streamlined, automated, and accessible to the masses. Their costs driven down by AI-managed efficiency. The world is now home to the first truly ageless society, a population where a significant portion shows no biological signs of aging past maturity. An 80-year-old of 2070 might be indistinguishable in vitality and function from a 30-year-old from a century before. Those who received the first treatments in the 2040s are still here, living thriving proof that the war on aging was won. Health is no longer a matter of chance or genetics, it is a managed service. Every individual has a personal AI guardian, a silent partner in their biology. Intelligent nanomachines and sensors in the body monitor every molecular change in real time, creating a constant stream of data. Integrated superintelligence analyzes this data predicting and preventing problems before they can even manifest. Aging is now managed on a cell-by-cell basis. If a single cell shows a precancerous mutation, or if a small cluster of senescent cells begins to form, AI-guided nanorobots neutralize the threats instantly. Even the final frontier, the brain, has been secured. Techniques to rejuvenate neurons while perfectly preserving memory and personality mean that cognitive decline has been virtually eradicated. Aging, a force of nature for millennia, is now globally recognized as a conquered condition, a public health triumph on par with the eradication of smallpox. With the fight against aging essentially won, the 2080s see a monumental shift in focus. The goal is no longer just to prevent decline, but to achieve perfection and enhancement. The very concept of a maximum human lifespan has become meaningless. The human body is now seen as a platform in a state of dynamic equilibrium, where any damage is constantly reversed by intelligent intervention. Nanomedical systems circulate in the bloodstream, clearing waste, monitoring DNA, and dispatching cellular repair crews automatically. But why stop at the original design? Superintelligent AI, having mastered biology, begins to uncover ways to improve it. Individuals can now opt for upgrades to improve their resilience. These enhancements might include genetic tweaks for flawless DNA repair, guiding against any mutations, bones laced with nanomaterials to make them unbreakable, or synthetic organs that detoxify substances far beyond natural capabilities. A person in the 2080s can survive traumas that would have been instantly fatal just decades earlier. This extends to the mind. To solve the challenge of cognitive saturation, the brain struggles to handle centuries of memories. Neural prosthetics and AI assistants boost memory capacity and learning abilities. Your mind effectively expands into the cloud, ensuring that a life of centuries doesn't lead to a fog of forgotten experiences. By 2080, essentially every disease known to humankind has a solution. All these measures mean that an average active individual could be, say, chronologically 120, but with the body of a 30-year-old and the augmented intellect of a super expert, showing no signs of slowing down. Death now only comes from catastrophic events that destroy the body faster than it can be repaired. As the century nears its end, the notion of a natural lifespan is a relic of history, a concept taught to children like ancient mythology. For anyone born in this era, an open-ended lifespan is the default expectation. A huge proportion of society is chronologically over 100 years old, yet remains biologically in their prime. The person who was 40 in 2030 could now be 100, but with the body of a 50-year-old, and still getting younger with every improved therapy. Concepts like senior citizen or retirement have vanished entirely. People plan their lives in centuries, pursuing multiple careers and long-term projects with the calm assurance that time is abundant. Psychologically, humans have needed to adjust to retaining sanity and purpose over very long lifespans. AI helps in this too. Advanced AI companions and counselors help people navigate the challenges of memory, ensuring one can recall highlights from 100 years ago with clarity, for example, and find meaning in ever-extended life. Biologically, the challenge of maintaining the brain over extremely long periods has been met, whether through periodic regenerative therapies or through the integration of neural tech. The brain stays sharp and plastic even after 150 years of age. Even though aging is conquered, research hasn't stopped. Super intelligent AI begin to explore creative extensions of human biology. For instance, enabling humans to hibernate and slow their metabolism safely, which is useful for long space voyages or other purposes. or engineering reversible stasis states, where a person can pause their biological processes entirely for a time. These are tangential to normal aging, but are offshoots of mastering biology. Indefinite life is no longer a miracle, it's the simple, everyday reality. As the 22nd century dawns, humanity has fully entered a post-aging world. Chronological age is now an almost meaningless statistics, an irrelevant piece of trivia about your past. Life expectancy is no longer a number, it's simply indefinite, limited only by choice or by accidents that technology is constantly working to eliminate. Humans have taken definitive control of their own evolution. Biological constraints are gone. The human species begins to diversify by choice, not by chance. Some individuals incorporate more cybernetic parts. Others remain entirely biological, but with various engineered enhancements, leading to a spectrum of post-human variants by 2100. The long-term coexistence with AI has resulted in some level of integration. While many humans remain biologically based and enjoy biological immortality, others live as digital minds or in hybrid biodigital states. Superintelligence, millions of times beyond human intellect, now oversees the complex systems that maintain this reality, ensuring that any deviation from optimal health is corrected instantly. It has fulfilled humanity's oldest dream. As Nobel laureate Venki Ramakrishna noted back in 2024, there is no physical or chemical law that says we must age. And by 2100, humanity has proven this to be true. The fountain of youth was never a magical spring. It was a line of code. It was a data set. It was a logical endpoint of the partnership between human ambition and artificial superintelligence. The final disease has been cured. The question is no longer how long can we live, but what will we do with a lifetime that never has to end? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more.